is the Rek'Sai. So these are the completed team comps. Draft order was B1 Swain, R1, R2 Ornn Vayne, B2, B3 Varus Gragas, R3 Rek'Sai, R4 Nautilus, B4 and 5 Shen and Azir, and 5 Galio. And I quite like the look of both of these team comps, I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, I love Rek'Sai. I am a fellow Rek'Sai enjoyer, as well known. So I'm very excited to see it picked. And, that is a tanky-ass topside. Holy shit, though. Galio, Rek'Sai, Ornn on your top side. I mean, it's probably Lethality Rek'Sai, but still. Either way, it's going to be, a bit difficult to get through. On the opposite side, you've got a lot of AP damage, actually.
And a Varus. I hope it's on-hit Varus.
Yeah, I'm just kind of just when I was quickly just glancing over the team comps, with Galio and Ornn being so tanky, especially Galio being so tanky. Galio was the last pick in draft order, the way it was actually picked. So that makes sense with, seeing these Gragas, Azir, Swain locked in. You're going to go, oh shit, that's a decent chunk of AP damage. So, we can just go for a Galio last pick, which is a very good way to, have that tankiness, especially against that AP, and hopefully, answer some of that damage that's going to be coming through. But as you say, Varus locked in as well. I imagine it's going to be on-hit Varus with, an Ornn Galio Nautilus frontline.
Yeah, I don't want to see lethality. If I see lethality Varus, I might cry.
This is I would not be too happy with it either, to be honest. And yeah, Granny Spanner Swank locked in. Let's go for it. Going to be seeing 5-minute break, move up to that top side as a 5-man. Meanwhile, Harvey's Angels doing a little 5-man point, so we could see if there's any action early game. Yeah.
Nautilus. Oh, hikes.
Do. Oh, he's away.
30 seconds.
No, he said, I'm fucking out. They're warding. See you later.
Damn.
Recall. Nice.
Damn.
No fun.
Yeah, I know. I miss the days of early seasons UNL where we just have a 10-man fist fight level 1.
I mean, it still happens.
Takes this league so seriously now, man. Ugh.
It definitely still happens.
Yeah, but it was every game back in the day, man. I remember. Oh, take me back to season 1.
Oh god, I was not here for that.
It was such a fiesta. You don't even understand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess so.
That is a. It was such a fiesta. Oh, but hey, anyways, junglers both starting on their blue buffs. It's going to be a relatively standard, relatively quiet early game. And we shall see if either Hikes or Hawksbill are able to make things happen.
Martin Juice, a king in the mid lane. That's a good name.
That is a very good name.
Juicy Boy Jamie, Martin Juicy Skin. Juicy. Oh, fuck.
The Juicy Boys return.
Yeah, holy shit. They gotta have a juice off.
Yeah, that sounds really bad out of context.
No, it's fine. It's nothing by it,
Oh, yeah, of course.
I think they were discussing why. I was watching GGL game last time, and they were asking why he's called Juicy Boy Jamie if he really likes juice. To clarify, it's because he's got a thick ass from a certain picture, and that is why, to my knowledge, anyway. So
I guess you would know, having played on a team with them last season. So,
exactly.
Yeah, it checks out. To be fair.
Exactly. But I wonder where, GGL aren't in this game, so we're going to focus on the teams at hand here, and I wonder if they, you mentioned it's probably going to be a quiet early game, and I probably agree. The only action point I could really see happening is down in that bot lane if you can, create an opening there. And
what do you mean? Look at the gameplay in the top lane, man. Shen versus Ornn. The gameplay. He
dashed under tower and taunted him, and now he's recalling. But meanwhile, we do see in the bot lane that Christian Sim only is getting, a little bit behind in the CS deficit. Able to get that wave shoved in pretty aggressively. They definitely have the push early on in this lane with the Swain as well to back them up. So a lot of damage coming from Swain Varus in that lane.
Yeah, it's going to be quite oppressive. The double ranged into ranged melee going to suck for the Nautilus Vayne, at least until level 6. Maybe it gets easier, but I don't know.
Vayne range is kind of unlucky anyway, right? Like,
yeah. Yeah, it feels bad, man, when both of your bot lane champions get outranged by both of the enemy bot lane champions. Feels a little bit bad.
You're going to be taking waves under tower, but that's okay. I mean, Vayne's just looking to scale. They're probably aware of that, and they're just trying to pick up what they can and hopefully not lose too much in this early game. It's just a question of, like, who do you think really outscales here? If it does go to that late game, then, because, you know, one Galio Vayne, one team has Azir Swain.
Hawksbill. Do they know? I think they must do. There goes the ghost.
Ooh, lovely flash hook coming out there into Granny Spanner. Going to get that knock up as well. Means that he's going to go down. And Ian to the wall. And a beautiful punish coming out from the build on the Rek'Sai. Huge.
Yeah, okay. Hawksbill's back, everyone. Wrap it up. Season's over. Just hand 5-minute break the trophy. 4 minutes, 2 kills, and a potential fight in the mid lane.
You know, going in for that damage, but, you know, Mr. Martin Juicer King is going to be able to walk that one off.
Yeah, the Galio pick actually is kind of insane here because you've got the double AP mid jungle. So any attempt onto this Galio from Yuna and Hikes going to be found very, very difficult because there's so much like just extra HP you have to burn through.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was their last pick for a reason, and it is definitely going to come up big in this game, hopefully, and just be able to mitigate a lot of that pressure that would have otherwise been on them. But yeah, you know, lovely gank coming out from the Rek'Sai there, you know, just waiting for them to push in. Like, as I mentioned, Vayne Nautilus is going to be taking waves onto tower, but team was well aware of that, gets ready, nice and patient, set up the gank, just out of vision of the ward, pop over the wall, lovely flash hook that caught Granny Spanner's flash as he was trying to escape, and a follow-up with the condemn into the wall means that, you know, pretty much picture perfect for what you want for your early game for your Vayne.
Yeah, and a really, really nice like understanding from Christian as well, from how much damage he can take before flashing away to keep himself alive. Like just the awareness, just to remove all possibility of any kind of mistake from occurring. Really good to see.
Definitely. Not letting them get anything, which was a very well.
Oh,
hello! Oh, the flash gonna be burned, but the Q gonna land. Unfortunately, I mean, I guess if you are Hawksbilly, it's unfortunately, but able to flash out, get away, but ward into a Rek'Sai. That Rek'Sai has been chilling in bot lane, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too dissimilar to how we saw Hawksbill play last season when he was on playback, obviously. Putting a lot of effort into the bot side. His ADC from the previous season, ironically in this game, on the opposite side of the rift. So Vin's on the receiving end of what he benefited from so much in Season 9.
There's too many good AD players, man. Just enough.
I know, right? I want to be able to go ADC again.
Me too. Shitters can't play AD. There's too many good ADs.
I just want to take me back to, like, I don't know, Season 5 maybe, with my tank Hogmore. Take me back to that. That was fun.
That sounds not fun for anyone.
It was a lot of fun for me.
I'm sure. You know, Rek'Sai. Oh, getting that grubs. Wait, what? Where is Rek'Sai? Why can I not see Rek'Sai?
We have blue team vision only on. We have blue team fog of war. Blue team fog of war.
I was like, why can't? What? Where is she? Oh yeah, unlucky on that sweep there. Gonna just whiff that one, but it's okay. Never happened. No one saw it.
But if you're 5-minute break right now, you're feeling pretty damn good. 8 minutes in, you are 1,500 gold in the lead with the 3 Void Grubs in your back pocket. And a double kill on your Rek'Sai, who, if she is going lethality, is just going to be able to output so much damage.
She does have the Conqueror, and not the Hella Blade, so maybe going for a little bit more of a tanky build.
Honestly, into the Swain and obviously the tanky top side that Harvey's Angels have got might not be a bad idea, but a fight starting off in the bot lane. Granny Spanner
Yeah, Kagili gonna try and root him up here, but Christian Simone is in a bad spot here. Gonna try and land the damage on to Varus. Gonna maybe get the damage through as the damage is landing, and Shen is gonna be able to clutch up here, landing onto the Granny Spanner. The Galio is gonna come in big here, landing onto the Shen, gonna knock him up. Kagili able to get the final hit onto Time Gate, gonna make him fall as big taunt coming out from the Galio. Gonna mean that the damage is coming down onto Riftmark, gonna fall. But we do see Rek'Sai also showing up into the lane. Granny Spanner's gonna be big health walking away, and Kagili and able to, you know, catch. Oh, the hook onto the end was so good from Kagili. Able to get that kill and able to walk out was very big for the interaction.
Yeah, really, really well played there for the side of 5 minute break. Martin Juicer King coming in at the perfect moment, saving his support's life, and injecting even more gold into his team's pockets. Obviously, you'd have liked both of the kills to go over to the Galio, but Kagili at least managing to secure that one does deny quite a bit. Big CS gap forming in the top lane as well. Feel like we haven't really talked about the top lane that much.
Shen on, what do you want me to say?
I couldn't possibly know why, man.
Shen fucking ults away, and then Ornn's like, tasty waves for me. Thank you.
What do you mean? Shen Ornn is the most fun and interesting matchup in all of League of Legends, and I will not hear anything different.
Yeah, so right. We do see... Look at the, you know, first item. I mean, he's picked up the Bammy Cinder as well now, but also with the, whatever it's fucking called, the Magic Resist Cow.
Yeah, it's the Magic Resist Sunfire Cape is what he's going
Spectre's
for.
Cow. There we go.
I can't remember what it's called. It's like... So, I think I said this on yesterday's cast, while I was casting with Hawksbill. Martin Juicer King looked for a big trade. But I think I said this on cast yesterday with Hawksbill. Why do all of the new tank items just sound really emo?
I mean, all of the names are kind of shit for the new items, I can't lie. Ooh,
I don't know.
They ain't going to be going in here for a bit of damage onto the Varus. A lot of damage come through, stepping up way too far. The Swain ult's going to come out as well, meaning that that's going to land. But Kagili going to be able to get the root up here. Hawksbill coming in for the damage, going to try and get these final hits.
Oh no,
the Vayne was able to get away and find a bit of health. The Rek'Sai does so much damage, going to root up again onto Granny Spanner in a bit of danger here. And then the Vayne coming up just to pick up the money on the kill at the end. And it's a disaster for the side of Harvey's Angels here. And 5 minute breaks. Yeah. Has got so much money onto, you know, Vayne and Rek'Sai now. Every time that the bot lane has looked for a punish, they've been there to answer it.
And they've got Ornn items to come in the late game as well. The Vayne, who typically, if you give her time, you give her gold, she scales into an absolute demon, is very far accelerated already, and it's already starting to look rough here for Harvey's Angels.
Yeah. I mean, you can kind of see what they're going for. I mean, I don't even know in that situation. I think Varus just stepped up a bit too much. They thought that they had the damage with the Swain and the Varus to burst up the Vayne. Vayne was able to get away on a tiny slither of health, so you can kind of feel bad for it. But either way, like, you know, you're already kind of, you know, even or down against this Vayne. Do you really want to be pushing? Like,
yeah. And Nautilus able to lock you up for so long as well. That champion has incredible amounts of CC.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's just, you know, jungle diff. Rek'Sai's been there every time. I don't think I've seen Gragas do much this game so far, unfortunately.
I was about to say, if we take a look at the two junglers, talking of the difference there, it is a 4 CS lead for Hikes. But Hawksbill is 3-0-1. Hikes is 0-0-0, and therefore is 1,000 gold behind. As Christian Simeone has the Galio coming in support.
Lovely dodge
here for Tangier as well. The taunt is going to land on both. Shen
not coming through,
is way down. Riftmark can't get there in time, and it's another double kill in the bot lane.
GG. Oh my god.
Have we figured out UNL meta? Just perma 4-man bot while you have tanks top lane just doing their thing?
Yeah, sure. You just have fucking Mr. Christian play a Vayne bot and then just have fucking 4 people in his lane making sure that he can't die in the tower. And you're fine.
Yeah, pretty much. Have we found the UNL Season 10 meta? Sounds like we found the UNL Season 10 meta, to be honest. Hollow Radiance, that's what that game's called. That's what that item's called. It does just sound like really edgy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But
I mean, I don't know. It's what they're called, like game. Opportunity and stuff.
It's a 6-grub game for 5 minute break. Almost, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. Words are just coming out of my mouth.
That is kind of, I mean, you know, yeah, 6 scrubs and this big early lead now for Vayne in the bot lane. It's going to be pretty rough.
Although, the one saving grace you have at the moment on Harvey's Angels, Yuna farming up a storm and has 4 plates.
This is true, but I don't know. It's such a big lead for a lot of the sides. I mean, they are only 3 cold gold ahead at best, I guess.
It's not insurmountable. It's not insurmountable.
Yeah, 6 grubs though is such a big advantage, I feel, right?
I mean, you have to be able to hit the towers. If Harvey's Angels can stop 5-minute break from hitting towers for the rest of the game, grubs don't mean anything. Thoughts?
True.
Thoughts? You know?
Just wave play forever, don't let them in a tower, and then they won't do anything. Yeah, this Galio have really been pretty big this game, and, you know, I thought he was maybe going to be a bit, you know, you see how little damage he's taking, you thought maybe he'd be going, you know, a bit more damage, damage?
A bit more tanky.
Tanky.
I think, is what you meant to say.
And then my brain
of damage.
My brain lagged and malfunctioned and just said it again instead and was like, maybe this time it'll be the right answer. But no, yeah, I thought maybe he was going to be a bit more tanky into these you know 3 magic damage dealers, big magic damage dealers. But no, just straight up going for that damage with whatever that damage item is called. Oh, unlucky. Get owned. Get Rek'Sai.
Yeah, there's not really a lot else you can say about that, is there?
Yeah,
Died
I mean,
before the Rek'Sai even came through, so Hawksbill still has that. The cooldown has refreshed. And what we just said about not letting 5-minute break hit towers, well, I think Christian may be about to take this one.
Yeah, 0 and 8 bot. Wow, sorry, 1 and 8 bot lane.
Yeah, come on, give them some credit. They've got
my bad. It's not looking good, and
no.
You know, every single time, even Hawksbill has just been there. You know, once again, every single time he shows up, he's I don't know if every single time, but a lot of the time he shows up, he's just getting stuff. He's just getting work done. Ooh, lovely taunt coming through, and ooh, Shen-out going to be burned though. A little bit preemptive, but maybe in a dangerous position here.
Hawksbill's got a big shutdown.
Ooh, okay, very nice shutdown.
Though.
Unlucky. No, you need the Shen. The Shen, you need it. Big Shen.
I'd rather have my 600 gold on a Nazir.
Maybe.
Personally, just me. Maybe not. I don't know, man.
Yeah, you're right. Rift marker, though. So true.
based chat. Yeah, actually, most based chat. Oh, Christian.
Oh, Tyx is getting stuff done on the bot lane. Christian is in a dangerous position here, but he's still going to answer and get that one. And this could be a little bit.
No shot. There's no way.
I'm so scared.
Okay,
I mean, he's dead.
No way. Oh my god, that's...
Oh my god, yeah, he's dead. He's down, but, you know, he brought just enough time for 5-minute break to come in and get all the punish that they need. Granny Spanner's laying down a lot of damage, actually. That Swain is not dead yet. Trying to land the damage onto Juna into the wall. Finally going to fall, but the Granny Spanner healing is so much and coming through with so much damage. They're trying to lay down damage. The Root coming out from the healing. Taunt coming out from over the wall, and finally Granny Spanner's going to be shut down, but is, you know... Riftmark's in a bit of a dangerous position here, and Heights is just going to walk away. I was kind of wondering if he's going to be able to kill. Oh, yeah, very nice. Able to get that kill onto the Ornn finally, but going to trade his life for it. Not going to be mad trading that 1-for-1 there in that 1v3, but yeah, I mean, the Vayne was playing so well in that interaction, just able to buy so much time, eventually falling for sure, but able to buy so much time for their team to finally show up and answer back with a few kills to make sure that even if he is trading his life, it's not going to go unanswered.
Yeah, no, and that's the kind of fight, honestly, you need to make this game a little bit more scrappy if you are Harvey's Angels. Because that is shutdowns wiped away across the board, other than the one remaining on the Nautilus. Kargili 3-0 and 8, absolutely popping off.
He has more gold than the enemy AD.
And the enemy jungle.
True. He's big. Big Nautilus.
Yeah, okay. Zeke's already completed as well. That's actually pretty big. A lot of extra damage for the Vayne in these fights once that is activated. And Rift Herald's going to be started up. So it's going to be 6 grubs, 1 Drake, and a Rift Herald. If that doesn't scream neutral objective control, I don't know what does.
Mid lane's chilling. I don't think they know what's happening. They're playing their Azir matchup. Juno's just Trying to vibe, scale, you know, got the decap, got the Nash's Tooth. Ooh, Rift not going to be cool here. I don't think he's going to die.
The damage.
That was quite a lot of damage. You know, that item's very balanced.
Yeah, Storm Surge and Alternator. Oh, here it goes.
Into the tower, going to land all those Void Drops out. Ooh, lovely hook coming out from Kagili. Ornal's going to follow up onto Granny Spanner, but so much shield here. He's living. Kagili's so low as well. Christian is going to be caught off on the side as well. Unbelievably, Deja 4 in a dangerous position here as well. Beautiful fight, able to be turned back from the side of Harvey's Angels. Answering back, Deja 4 just trying to fight for his team now.
Man.
Ooh, yeah, that was an unlucky one.
That was a really well played fight from Harvey's Angels. Granny Spanner just didn't die.
Yeah,
the Shen shield with all of that healing, he just didn't die.
I thought he was dead for sure, but no, yeah, the Shen shield, big coming through and able to just. His team just able to survive. I mean, he said this support item is fine, by the way, in chat. I don't know. What is his support item? Can you hover over it? Become blessed. Become blessed to reduce incoming champion. Eliminate for 2 seconds after you take damage from champion. Oh, so it takes 25% less damage when he gets take damage for 2 seconds. That would be why he lived. But, yeah. New broken. Items. Yeah, new items. The knowledge check.
New items are just a bit good.
Chris got in the Rift Herald.
Oh, that's why he ended up in Narnia. That makes sense. Oh, slithering up into the pit. Which Rift are we going to get? Which Baron are we going to get?
I have no idea what they're called.
I don't know what they're called. I know one of them is the all-seeing one, and that's not one of the ones we've got. Because this is like traditional Baron or something, isn't it?
Yeah, this is just like normal Baron pit. It looks smaller, I think. I think it's smaller than traditional Baron pit. Yeah, it does look smaller.
It does look smaller, you're right. Which is really good for any wombo combo Andes out there, and I can already see the Forge God and the Galio ult just destroying anything in that pit later on in this game.
They don't want to give up this blue buff. Hawkbill wants to contest that blue buff, but
they've even called in the Cargilly for it. They're putting the Nautilus's life on the line for it.
4-man for this objective of the blue buff. But
well, everyone gets it, but everyone gets it now.
It's true. Is it if anyone takes it, everyone gets it, or does the jungler have to take it?
No, I think it's anyone. It's kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie.
That's pretty good. Ooh, they're gonna look for the Baron here.
Oh my god, no way. I mean, they have really good Baron DPS with a Vayne. Like it's Quincy's Vayne.
Yeah, they have no vision on it either. So they don't know
for now. But the Baron's half HP. I don't know if they can react to this quickly enough. Rift has got Stand United, so we could see a fight.
Oh, fight gonna come through here. Big Ornal, but it's not gonna land. Galio in the midst of it, gonna try and get off a big pull, but so much damage coming through onto the backline. Christian in the backline. Vayne taking so much damage, but able to live on time. The Hawk's still gonna fall. The Swayno coming down through. So the big, really coming back, come through from here from Harvey's Angels, and they're able to close out the fight with a clean ace.
They leashed the Baron for Harvey's Angels, and the shred, the damage coming through from that Baron with all the magic damage that we did talk about at the top of the game. The Baron shredding away all of your resistances allows the Gragas, the Azir, the Swain to melt the health bars.
How did it pushed away from that? Oh, it was Gragas. Oh.
Okay, so I'm not saying we just caster cursed it or anything, but we were just talking about wombo combos in Baron Pit.
That was you, not me. Your fault, not mine.
Oh, you're just absolving yourself of any responsibility.
For sure, it wasn't me. Okay. I just said it was smaller. I just identified the problem.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, 5-minute break. My fault. Apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just own it. Say it with my chest, man. It's fine.
But yeah, I mean that was. I mean, in the end of it, you know, I said jungle diff earlier, but you know, Heights coming through, big play there with the ult landing in the middle of it. I think I just saw earlier that meaning that the Ornn got chucked away from his hole, and the team just became so like discombobulated because they didn't know where they were or what they were doing. Really, they were so split up, and they were, you know, taking so much damage from the Baron already that by the time they got there, Vayne was kind of out of position and alone, able to get some damage on, but able to just be zoned out in the fight by the Shen, and they just have enough damage to be able to close out this fight, especially now with, you know, your Azir in the mid lane, 4-1-6, 2 items, nearly 3 completed is a force to be reckoned with.
And a 50 CS lead up on the Galio as well.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about objectives before that Baron. Yeah, sure, the 6 Void Grubs still are in the back pocket of 5-minute break, but now you've got 3 towers, a 3,000 gold lead, and a Baron on the side of Harvey's Angels. So the game really flipping a 180, and Harvey's Angels now firmly in control.
I think that she accidentally sell it, or I think she might just accidentally undid it.
She only had 1 item for the Baron. She didn't have it for Baron. Wait, really? Wild. So wait, I don't know if the stream can hear production, but from what we're just being told, going into that Baron fight, Vayne had no balk. For the fight previous, she did. So obviously, Christian Simeone accidentally selling that item, rebuying it now, but I definitely didn't see it when they were doing Baron.
Oh, lovely. Coming out here, W landing onto it. The Ornal's going to follow through, but just going to land to the back. The tank back line to keep him out. Reckless trying to land the damage onto the Virus, able to finally get it off. Not quite finally going to live as now finally damage coming out from Harvey's Angels. They're going to try and peel off of it, but they don't have any damage left for them. It's just the tank trying to keep the Vayne alive, but she's not able to get in. Martin Juicer King going to fall on the Galio, and Granny Spanner looking for more. Jonah looking for a bit more, but no, okay, just going to call it off there, but lovely play coming out from Harvey's Angels, who have now taken a solid, firm grasp on this game.
Yeah, it's going to be
incredible.
It's going to be second dragon and a mid lane in a tower here for Harvey's Angels, as the gold lead extends to just shy of 6,000. And in that, honestly, for that team fight, shout outs to Riftmark, man. The save on the Varus, like keeping his ADC alive, stopping anyone from going down, makes the game so much easier to play for the rest of the team.
I don't know, man. Shen player, what am I supposed to say? He plays Shen. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, he did play well. That's like the one thing he gets to do all game. Let him have it. Okay, so true. But I mean, he did click R and then he did click W.
Although I am gonna question the Frozen Heart on Riftmark. You have no mana, bro. Why are you building an item that gives you a shitload of mana?
He needs the armor. I mean, is it really that good?
That's what I'm saying, and especially when Hikes already has a Frozen Heart. Like, you don't get any value from having 2 of them.
I don't want to criticize anyone build, because then they're going to fucking have it out for me, and then they're going to look at every single one of my builds and be like, actually, you built this here, and that was crap. Sorry.
Let people, if anyone wants to have a go at any of my builds, fucking let's do it. I don't care. I don't care, let's do it. But yeah, just a little bit questionable. I like the Locket, though. Locket pick up 3rd, really, really good. Rift very clearly knowing his job, just to keep Vins alive. And that extra little bit of shielding, as well as the... Oh no, the passive's gone. It doesn't give passive... Does it still give passive magic resist? I actually don't know.
I got no fucking clue.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't give that anymore. It's just shielding. Okay, well, still, being able to give the shield to your carries is quite nice.
I mean, definitely. That's what, you know... Your job on Shen here is to protect your Varus and your Azir and make sure that they can lay down big damage.
Exactly. But with no neutral objectives on the map, we have entered a little bit of a quiet period.
Yeah, they are positioning around the mid lane, but, you know, also not to mention, Granny Spanner has been doing, you know, a decent chunk of damage this game, and being a kind of, with that Zhonya's finish now, you know, he was able to build a, you know, a decent amount of time with that support item, and anyway, taking that extra 2 seconds of reduced damage, able to heal up, and then Zhonya's take a bit more damage, Zhonya's afterwards, and still heal up. He can buy so much time. It's kind of like a pseudo, you know, drain tank, as it were, with Swain.
And as well, like, I love Swain in these big team fights, especially when you get the Rylai's completed, because you kind of just, you press R, and you just, like, become a massive field that the enemy team just can't really walk into, because then you just get perma-slowed, perma-run down, and you just die. And it's, you know, like, it's just so obnoxious to fight into.
Yeah. Sorry, my monitor turned off, so I have to turn it back on. Apologies.
No, you're all good. I'll run it solo for a little bit. Baron now back alive. And it is going to be Harvey's Angels posturing to look at this one. Hikes and starting things up. Vin's Granny Spanner in the area. Rift continuing the split push, keeping the Galio down on the bot side. This Baron is absolutely evaporating. They are aware, and the Forge God going to be called. Baron by Hawkspill as everyone's going to dive in. Granny Spanner going to be the first to fall. Martin Juice King picking that one up, but the fight going to continue. Vin's Hawkspill on the backline falling as well. Christian just
crazy, so much damage coming through.
It's just Hikes and Yura in the pit now versus 4. Can they do anything against the 3 tanks and the Vayne? Gonna try and make a run for the flash.
Getting the king, go!
I don't know if he's gonna kill anyone there on his own, but I respect the effort nonetheless. Christian moving into the mid lane, gonna start lifestealing back up, taking away the minion wave and starting to shove in. But it's a tale of 2 Barons. Kargili now cancelling the recalls, letting his team push onwards.
Actually so worth.
Respect for Kargili, man. The teleport forced out here from Yuna to get back and defend, but the inhib tower is going to go down. They aren't going to go for the inhib with Dragon coming up in 50 seconds, but this game is swinging back and forth considerably.
Yeah, Kagili stopping those recalls there actually meant that they were able to get that other tower so cleanly without any punish, so definitely worth it overall, and lovely steal coming out from Hawkspill on the Rex side, you know, meaning that they're able to get that Baron objective and put their team in such a good position now to... to be honest, I have no idea how these fights are going a lot of the time. They're just like a big clump of people, and they have a lot of health bar, and somehow Vayne stays alive in the midst of it all and gets out and deals damage, and Azir's laying down so much damage. It's so hard to keep track of all the CC in this fight, and you know, definitely going to be one of these games where you're going to want to look back and review these team fights in a bit more detail and see what kind of decisions you can make, because we do see Riftmarker out here.
Yeah, speaking of team fights, we're going to see another one maybe. Oh no, never mind. Everyone's disengaging. But the Dragon is alive, so there could be a fight any second. But with all of these team fights going on, you really got to appreciate Yuna and Hikes for, between the two of them, having only died once. Which, in a game as chaotic as this, is quite impressive.
We're going to see, are they even going to contest this? They are looking, maybe they want to position like they can, but Christian's... they just see recalls coming through, but going to be secured.
But they're just on backstopping duty. If they can stop the backs, the 2 members of 5 Minute Break can just end. Forge God going to stop all of the backs full, doing the work, but Rift able to defend.
Let's go, Rift, able to stay them off on his own, able to make sure that they're able to back off, only get that base. Looking maybe now to get a little bit more. 4 of them alive against the 3. They're looking at maybe to see if they can cut them off here while Varus gets that push in the bot lane. Deja Vu going to try and keep the back a bit. Riftmark right in there onto Kargili. Deja Vu caught in between 4 of them. Is he going to be able to burn them down? Vayne has the ult coming out to try and land that damage. Lovely bounce up into the wall coming out from Deja Vu. Riftmark trying to jump on to the Vayne on the backline, but able to get out. Granny Spanner now looking, but
it's over.
Lovely show coming out, pushing them back. Kargili's able to get full onto the backline, but this whole time Varus is pushing on that bot side.
What is going on, man? What is going on?
Stuff.
What is going on?
Yeah, I mean, that was...
Hey, full bought the broken magic resist item. Let's go.
Let's go.
80 magic resist and an 800 magic shield after 12 seconds of not taking damage. How stupid is that item?
Balanced. Yeah, I mean... very... I mean, we could see what they were going for there, trying to cut them off, trying to make sure that they can't just step out for free after that fight.
But it was both teams. Like, to start with, it was 5 Minute Break trying to push and stop the backs, but then it turned into Harvey's Angels trying to push, and then everyone else stopping the backs. And yeah, both teams with open bases. This is gonna get spicy for the end of this one.
Yeah, Mr. Fallen was able to get a nice little knock up to initiate that fight for 5 Minute Break, which I think allowed them to be able to open that avenue for them to be able to take that fight there and actually get a decent, what looked like a good beginning of the fight, and it did look like a good beginning of the fight for them. But the moment that Yuna got there and was able to, he lays down so much damage on the Azir now with 4 items finished, that he's able to shred through. You know, you saw them all around, 3 of them or 2 of them around Deja Fall, not able to like deal that much damage to him. But the moment that Azir started laying down the damage, he just started taking chunks on chunks, and immediately he was able to get that ult off, make sure that Kagili and the Galio were just out of there and not able to get any more, and deal so much damage onto them that they were able to just clean up towards the end. But we're going to see. They're going to be maybe look to pressure this tier 2 down bot lane now.
Yep, and this is where the Void Grubs are really going to help with melting these structures. That tower evaporated.
Yeah. Looking to just get resets here now. Come through, see what they can purchase up, have a look at the invent, see what they're going to be moving on to. Decap now finished for that Galio.
As we cut to a black screen momentarily. We're back.
Oh yeah, and Vayne has got that new item as well. What's it fucking called? Terminus. There we go.
Yeah.
Got the Rage Blade, got the Terminus. Yeah, oh yeah, Varus and Vayne both got that.
Both ADCs copying each other's builds, actually, up to this point.
On hit, pretty good.
Yeah.
Ooh, Hook's on a bit of a dangerous position here. Swain gonna try and land that E. Varus going to land onto the Chain of Corruption. Galio gonna have to E out of there. Maybe looking to get a little bit more. Deja Fall gonna have to blow that Ornn ult to just make sure that his team gets out safely. They're going to look to maybe still go for this Baron here. They're still dealing damage onto it. Oh, lovely hook landing onto Time Gear from Kagili. Beautiful knockup onto them. Means that so much damage is going to get blown. Azira's immediately down as well. Kagili in the backline able to get more boost off Simone. Trying to get the damage onto Swain. So much damage coming through, but it's beautiful coming out from the side of 5-minute break. Able to get a beautiful engage onto them and push them back into their base. The TP coming through to maybe try and cut off the Shen as well, meaning that they're just trying to go for the end game here. Hype's going to try and clear the wave, but I don't think there's much they can do. Gilly just trying to stop the back so his team can go in and get that final push off. Hype's in a dangerous position here, going to get taunted up, and this is probably going to see the end of him.
Yeah, with the Void Grubs, they end. The Galio falls. I don't think it's going to be enough. Hikes will also fall. Nautilus chasing away the Shen, and 5-minute break start the season with their first win.
Yeah, that was a beautiful engage coming out from Kagili. Like, I mean, from my POV, it was frozen for a second, it unfroze, and then I just saw a beautiful hook land from Kagili onto the either Varus or the Azir, I can't remember now, but onto one of the big carries, and the big carries from the side of Harvey's Angels just fell so quickly, which allowed 5-minute break to close out that game beautifully.